Hello everybody. Now that this game has gone free to play, I thought I'd do a little video to talk about the population. Has there been a population increase? So here I am in Tindrum. Tindrum is looking quite good actually right now because it's daytime and the structures are pretty good. Or I should say the structures look pretty good. Oh, hello. Oh my goodness. Floating in the air. Probably not the best idea, is it? Now, I would have to say that there are quite a lot of players on. What is this person actually doing? I'm not sure if that's them doing some AFK stuff to... Looks like they're in water. I don't know, that's weird. Yeah, there were definitely a lot of players around in here. Not... well, I suppose because Tindrum's quite a big place. Whoa. Darkula. Never seen a Darkula before. I think he's flapping his wings a bit too vigorously, but that's quite interesting. Now, someone died there. So I would say the population in Tindrum is quite high. I would say. Not crazy, but I mean, if you consider that I live in Hong Kong, so it's now what, 10 in the evening in Hong Kong. So, you know, a quick assessment, I would say that yeah, the population is up, but it's not like crazy people everywhere. Like, this is the major city in the world, which I would imagine a lot of people will come to. So let's go have a look. I'm going to run over to Maduli, see if I bump into anyone, because it used to be quite rare that I'd actually bump into people. Why is there a springbok here? I'm running this game on medium. I'm still having some freeze ups, which is which is annoying. You know? And I hope it hasn't affected the video. Like in Tindrum I was getting 35 FPS, and here I'm getting about 80. And this is using my upgraded computer, which is a 3770K, overclocked at 4.5 GHz with a 7970. So it's kind of sad that I have a pretty high-end gaming computer, and yet this game it runs okay. I mean, running on medium, like a lot of people say, oh, run it on low and then you'll be alright. It's like, if I have to run this game on low, frankly, then I'm 100% never going to come back to this game. And there seems to be a bit of debate. Some people think that 32-bit client is smoother. Some people think 64-bit is smoother. You know, if you're trying to run higher detail, that's what they say. How can that person go? Oh, I think that's a guard. Yeah, the guards are still a bit glitchy, like. Not as bad as on release, but still a bit glitchy. I mean, you have to admit that Tindrum looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Running it on medium, I mean, I seem to be getting okay performance, a few minor freeze-ups. So I'm actually debating, and just as I say a few minor freeze-ups, I get quite a big freeze-up. So, yeah, this is the one thing that, I mean, I'm actually debating, because of the free-to-play, if I should come back, try to play this game again. But the performance issues are really making me feel that I don't want to do that. I mean, I would say that's the major thing. I mean, okay, there are other bugs in game, That's the major thing that is making me not come back to the game. The fact that the game still freezes up running on medium on my computer. I'm running it in DirectX 9 mode, and I'm running 64-bit client, so maybe after this video I'll try to test running it in 32-bit and see if it is any smoother. I mean, I thought the whole idea of having 64-bit was that you can use more memory, so therefore it's going to be better. But yeah, the other thing I keep on having a problem with, I don't know why this happens, but my you know, my hotbar, for some reason my hotbar keeps vanishing and I have to keep re-adding stuff. I don't know why. It's very annoying. I never used to have that issue before, but for some reason now it seems like it will, like the hotbar will just vanish and everything will disappear from it, and I don't know why that is. Anyway, like I said, I mean, I can actually put up with other bugs, but the performance kind of annoys me. I mean, and I've actually gotten to the point where I believe that they physically are not able to get the game working because of the engine or something, because you would have thought by now, if they knew how to get this game working properly, then they would have already done that. Can't do this yet. I'm just trying to pull plants. I'm trying to pull the beans and it keeps saying can't do this yet. I mean, I need to eat something, and I thought I'd eat some of these, but oh, there you go. For some reason, no is it saying no? I think I am actually getting them now. These are not the best thing to eat. In fact, they're pretty awful, to be honest. But we'll see. They'll probably make me sick, but whatever. Better than nothing. Get my stam bar a bit more maxed here, because it's got a little bit of a grey bit in it. Surprisingly not so bad. That worked pretty well. Yeah, all gone. Cool, so the beans helped me there, that's good. But yeah, I mean, I will kind of tinker around a bit more with the game settings. I mean, I know that the problem is, or apparently what people say is, that the reason that you get that lag is because of the way the game loads everything. Basically, it splits the world up into tiles, and then it will load each tile, and then when there's a border from one tile onto another tile, apparently that's when it gives you the lag. So yeah, might have to see if I can. Oh, I think I might throw up. My red health bar has turned grey, which usually means that, yeah, that you've got a stomach ache. So I'm going to probably start throwing up anytime soon. That's funny. I told you that they were not the best thing to eat, but you know, I was kind of desperate. I mean, it's kind of a shame, because look, right now the game's running so smooth, and then all of a sudden it will just freeze up. And it's very annoying as well. What's this? I don't think I can eat this, can I? Oh, this is like the basil stuff, whatever you call it. Let's pick up some of this for a laugh. I don't think it's well. The only reason I'm picking it up is to eat it. I think you might be able to eat it. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it's kind of a shame that the loading issue still happens. I hope I can fix it, because if I fix that, I'm kind of thinking I might maybe give this game another crack. To, you know, I mean, I have lost a house, but to be honest, I'm not overly bothered about that, because right now owning a house is a pain in the ass, really, because every 3 weeks you need to go and put more tax money into your house. And walking around, I see a lot less houses in the game, and I see a lot of houses with low hit markers. With hit points that have been taken off the house because of the fact they've not paid the tax and everything. So I think a lot of people are having this issue as well, where they don't think, where it's hard to maintain your house. So right now I'm pretty happy not having a house. It's fine. I was thinking I might move to a different area. If I do actually decide I want to come back, I might move to a different area of the game, like another city in the game, because I've been in Meduli a while. The whole reason I came to Meduli was for Koto. If I do come back, I'm pretty sure I won't be with Koto. Nothing against those guys. I mean, they were all super friendly, super nice, but for two reasons. One, I don't have the commitment to this game, in that I play so many other games that I might play this game a lot for like a few weeks or a month or something, and then I might get hooked on another game and play that for a period of time and be gone from the game for a while. And I feel that these kind of guilds, especially quite an active one like Koto, would actually rather that I was active all the time. You know what I mean? I think they're after those kind of players. So that's one reason. And I just feel this pressure because they have some really good players. Like, they have some of the best PvPers in the game, in their guild, and they've offered in the past to train me and everything, and I have tried sparring and things like that, and it kind of puts me at odds because I feel that I want to help them, but I know that I'm never going to be a good PvP player. And when things start to hit the fan, like, of course everyone is very passionate, they want the best for Koto, and I just feel that in a way I would just be in the way, you know what I mean, that because I'm a bit of a noob, and sometimes I do some stuff in game that's really stupid. So I think I would rather it would be kind of nice if I could maybe make it a guild of my own, but obviously a small guild, and it would be like a trading guild or something like that. It wouldn't be like a PvPing kind of guild, but it would be a very small group of people. But like I said, first I need to decide if I want to come back to the game. Now, so far, for a while now, the game's not been freezing up at all, so that's really good. But be interesting to see when I get into town if that continues, because we'll see. I mean, it was freezing a bit at the start of the video, and I hope that hasn't messed up the video, because sometimes if you get a severe kind of freeze in the game, then it will lock up quite well. It will affect the video. The video will go out of sync or something. So hopefully that didn't happen. So let's go to Meduli. We're nearly there. Let's see if there's any increase in population. Probably not much. Now while I'm here, I'm going to pick some of these up. I mean, just because I don't have any money on this account, like literally no money on this account whatsoever, so it would just be, nice to have a little bit of money on it. Obviously it's not a lot. This stuff is not super valuable, but it's just a little bit of something, Why not while I'm here? Okay. So we got some of this stuff. This kind of shiny stuff. I can't remember what this one is called. Is it BOL Bowl? Or it might be another one. But this stuff is, a little bit valuable. It'll be enough to get me a little bit of money on this character, so that, because I need to buy some books, because if I am gonna actually play this game again, I need to upgrade my Tamer character, because my Tamer character is an old one before the expansion, so it's basically kind of using the old style. Like, I basically need to buy a couple of books to get my taming back. They have definitely made taming more complicated now, because I think it's harder for you to tame a horse or something, and then you have to feed it and you have to keep it, and if it's a low level, like a younger horse, I believe you can hold on to it for a period of time, and then it will slowly kind of increase its age or its level or its maturity, whatever you want to call it. So they've added a few little things here. One thing that's good is I think you can have 3 horses attached to you at one time. Like before you could only have 1. So a lot of tamers, they'll just walk around with like 3 horses behind them to get the level of the horses up. So it'll be interesting to see, because maybe now that taming has become slightly harder, you might find there are less in the game, which might mean that it's easier for you to sell horses. I mean, or that the value of the horses has gone up. I think because it's harder to train or to get horses. Like before, you just had to go where the horses were, you had to tame it, and then it was your horse and you could basically sell it straight away. But now it's more complex, it isn't always that easy. So, you know, maybe that's a part of the reason why it might be a better thing to sell horses than it was before. Maybe the value is a little bit higher. And I mean, before, obviously, I never used to have a trade system, so I just used to have to like trade. Well, actually, I used to sell quite a lot of horses in my guild. I used to sell them for 12 gold each, because I'm a nice guy, and also because obviously it was in my guild, so you don't want to be an a-hole. So yeah, I'm pretty sure these days the kind of horses that I had before, if I was to get those again, I would be able to sell them for much more. But to be honest, I mean, not having a house might be a good thing, in that when you only have to like have enough money for your own characters, it's quite easy really for you to build up enough gold to like buy stuff and to run your characters. Like I can remember quite a while ago, when I was living in Bacti, there was a player there who I was talking to who was saying that all he used to do was every so often, like every month or so, or you know, anytime he started running out of money, he would go and tame a Campadon and he would butcher it for 50 gold. I think you used to get 50 gold. It might even be slightly more than that. It's been quite a while since I've tried to butcher a Campadon. I'm kind of annoyed as well, actually, because before, when I had decided to quit the game last time, just after I made that video, or a few days after, I decided that I would give the game another go. So I wanted to make a mining character, but because I only had 3 slots, I decided that I would delete my butcher. And now that I am back and it's free to play, and also you can purchase a 4th character slot, I'm a little bit annoyed that I got rid of a fully maxed, well, it isn't a fully maxed out, but a pretty maxed out butcher character. Anyway, I've heard that butchery might not be quite as important as before, because they've made butchering with a knife. Now this is annoying. So now it's freezing up a lot. Like entering into Meduli, it's freezing up a lot. So yeah, this is completely what isn't, you know, this is going to make me not play the game, because it's not even that busy. Look, there's not even that many players and it's freezing up on me. So yeah, I don't know, I'm really not that interested right now in playing the game more. I just wish they'd fix this, or I wish I could find a way of, you know, I'm not going to play this game on low, because that's just the most ridiculous thing ever. So I was really hoping to find a way to fix. I am going to maybe tinker with it a bit more after this video, but yeah, it's a bit disappointing that the performance of this game is still so bad. it just completely ruins the feeling when every time you keep freezing up. Okay, so there aren't that many new players here. There's it's reasonably active, because before it went to free to play, it had actually got to the point where it was very, very quiet. The game was very quiet before, so it has increased, but I don't think it's crazy population like people were saying on the forums. However, to be fair, it might be because of my time zone, because I'm in Hong Kong. I mean, right now it's like 10:20 in the evening, Hong Kong time, which would be around 10 a.m. in the morning in quite a few places in America. So yeah, but yeah, I don't see that many new players. There were quite a few more in Tindrum, but not here. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was not the most exciting video in the world. It was just basically to look at the population, and I'm going to see if I can actually get the game running without it freezing all the time. That would be great, but if not, I'm pretty sure that will completely kill any feelings I have for playing this game again, which is really a shame, because the actual idea of the game is great and I do enjoy the game, but the bugs and the glitchy graphics just completely kill it for me, like most of the time. So yeah, and like I said, I'm not going to run the game on low. I'm not just going to put everything onto low, because that's just completely ridiculous. That in 2012 a game with these graphics can't run smoothly on my computer. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and if you have any questions, ask in the comments below. Thank you, goodbye.